Great. So here's a screen share. You should see my little camera here on the right. And what you can see here is the current Bitcoin chart. And this is actually the entire year so far. And you can see that so far, everything has been super, super, super bullish. And I mean, especially 2nd of April, this is 2nd of April here, we had this huge uptick. And since then, I think everyone kind of made like close to 200, 300% this year. And it's been fantastic. And so let's look at a couple of reasons really, really briefly on why this is happening. And I'm really not going to go into details. I've made videos on all of those. So you can just look on my channel. You will find all the videos on this. So one is the halving happening next year, only half the supply. So this is a video that I actually made where I talk about the stock to flow value and why Bitcoin could go to 100,000, 200, 300,000 next year. Crazy kind of video. Have a look. It's on the same channel. So stock to flow, especially the halving, well, huge, huge, huge upside there. Then obviously we have a lot of fundamentals also coming from backed. Bitcoin futures are happening. They announced that they're gonna do that testing in July, so that looks super solid. I'm personally very bullish on the Facebook coin for Bitcoin. I don't really care about the Facebook coin. I'm not sure how legit that thing is and how much it's gonna rip people off, but I think it's gonna be very, very bullish for Bitcoin. So that's happening, and there's some new updates coming out there. So that's really, really bullish. Then we have a lot of technical stuff. We have the Lightning Network, second layer solution that surpasses a lot of transactions and Bitcoin stored in there. We have Taproot coming. Taproot is going to be something for privacy on Bitcoin. Not going into more into details. I discussed this in great detail before. So Taproot is coming. Another one, especially for multi-signatures and to decrease the size of signatures, also improve privacy, Schnorr signatures happening. So a lot of technical stuff that's really, really, really positive. Then let's look at users. Well, we have over 1 million active addresses now, right? So this is right now 1 million active addresses. Again, if you want this PDF, fill in your email down below. Link is down below, and I'm going to send it to you. You can look it up all yourself. And then another thing, and that's not, I mean, hash rate follows the price, but it's still like if it follows, it's still very, very bullish in a sense that if it goes up, it generally confirms the trend. And so there's not one thing right now where we're like, it should be negative. So even fundamentals, technicals, technical analysis, everything is super bullish. And well, you're sitting there, and that's what we have kind of been seeing. And you're going to be like, well, Julian, so why this video? What is this magic factor that you're talking about that, well, might actually kill the Bitcoin, the boom in Bitcoin right now? I'm not talking about killing Bitcoin. I'm just saying it's going to kill the boom. Well, let's look at a graph. And I'm not sure if you can recognize what this graph is. You can see a market cap. In March 2017, this slightly went up. And now here, Q3, Q4, the things went up super much in market cap. Guess what? This was when we had the last massive uptrend in Bitcoin. Then suddenly this market cap completely stalled, went up only significantly. What happened to Bitcoin? Went down. This thing went down. Bitcoin completely crashed. And now look at this. It's been flat. And ta-da! Beginning of April, this market cap went up again. Now, what the heck is this? What is this market cap? And how does this market cap, and I tell you, it's not Bitcoin, how does this market cap correlate with the uptrend? Is it because the market cap is going up and it pushes Bitcoin, or is Bitcoin pushing this? And we could discuss this. Now, you can, if you want, you can pause the video really briefly, and when you watch the review, and for you watching live, you can write in the chat. Let me know what you think, what kind of market cap this is, and what am I talking about here? What is this thing? That is here, we're talking about a market cap at the moment of around $3 billion. That's the market cap at the moment. So let's discuss this. What is this thing? It is, and some of you have guessed it, Tether. And Tether, US dollar Tether, is one of the largest, not really cryptocurrencies, but largest stable coins out there. And the weird thing about this Tether thing is that it's being issued, and we don't know, and there's no real documentation at the moment on if Tether really gets issued when actually dollars get deposited. They are allowed to do fractional lending, so it's just really, really, really weird. And here is where it gets really tricky. Now, we don't know how this Tether is being, like we know how it's created, but we don't know when it's being created. And so we do know one thing. This is the overview of the largest Bitcoin exchanges out there. And look at the trading pairs. The majority of the trading pairs are all Bitcoin to USDT. Pretty much all of them, exclusively. So you can kind of add this up and you can say the majority of all the trading that is happening out there is against USDT. And this is where it gets really, really scary. Because if I print, and you can see here, if I can print a lot of Tether, what's going to happen is I need to use it to buy something with it. And I can buy anything with it, but mostly it's going to be used for Bitcoin. And you can see the printing happening here. You can see here it's been flat. Then you had this bull run in Q4 2017. Suddenly it went flat. And what happened? The market went down. Then the supply even decreased. The market completely kind of busted. Then it's been flat. Beginning of April, it started going up. Now you can say two things. You can say, well, Julian, that's quite normal. You could say, hey, it's normal. I mean, Bitcoin is going up. And so obviously more people want to get in. They print more dollars, they print more USDT, and that's just normal, just like with any other coins. But we all know, and whoever has been in this space, we all know that there's something shady with Tether and the Bitfinex and all this correlation going on. And for all of you who have been part of the Bitfinex hack years ago, this was really, really weird. We had this $800 million kind of disappearing at the moment. We had all these questions about Tether. So the major question is going to be, did Bitcoin really go up because of all these things that I have just discussed here? And because of that, Tether went up. Or did Tether just print so much of these US dollars and pumped, and you can look this up, around 1.6 billion US dollars since the beginning of the year into the market? And that is what pumped Bitcoin up. Now, I don't know, and you can let me know your opinion in the comments down below, because I really don't know. I just want to bring this point up. And I want to bring it up because I want you to think about this. It is a relevant factor. Now, I think the risk is there. It's not an uber crazy risk, but the risk is there. And so it's going to be very interesting to think about the possibilities there. And it would be interesting to know your opinion. Do you think the printing of Tether drives Bitcoin, and as soon, just like the Fed stops printing, as soon as Tether stops printing money, Bitcoin goes back down or stalls? Or if Tether keeps manipulating the price and keeps pumping Bitcoin, that's when the market actually goes up. And as long as the music keeps playing, everyone is happy and everyone keeps dancing until the music stops playing, just like what Tether did. And you saw it in the chart. Whatever happened in January, February 2018. And that's when the market completely stalled and crashed down because this buying pressure was gone. Supply and demand. And Tether creates this demand. And this is a very, very scary thought. It puts the power of the Bitcoin price into very few people, into one organization that kind of manipulates the moment, everything. And so for me, the odds are there. I do believe it has some factors. Now, I do believe there's also some cross-correlation where obviously more people want to buy US dollar Tether because the market's going up and they would somehow want to deposit money there and they want to get in. I do believe that. But I also believe that Tether is the cause of why Bitcoin is going up. And at the end, as a very rational and safety-concerned investor, you need to think of risks. And I don't think about risk of the G20. I don't think of regulation. But I really want to point out that there's this single point of entity that's, in my opinion, manipulating a lot of the Bitcoin price. And the facts are there. So this is just something to really think of. And it would be interesting to hear your opinion. What do you think? Do you think that's a huge danger? Is this the reason why you don't buy Bitcoin? Or do you like, Julian, it's there, so what? It's just, I don't know, a drop on a hot stone. It would be very interesting to get your feedback on it. You can let me know in the comments down below. And again, if you want this PDF, fill out the email, link is down below. If you want to have more information about my new company, information is down below. You can just fill it up. Otherwise, if you like this stuff and you want to if you get value out of this and you want to keep getting value out of this, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll notify you when the next video is coming out. And with this, I'm going to check the chat really quick. And then that's it. I hope I'll see you at the next video. Yours truly, Julian.